Hello and welcome to another episode of The Realtor. My name is Robert Dongo, and today The Realtor decided to take you for a virtual tour whereby the issue of concrete and concrete materials should no longer be a bother to you. Join me as we discuss the alternative ways of having these materials and of course at an affordable price. Yes, and this is where all this starts. So we are at BIM-Tech Manufacturers, and as I've told you, our ultimate agenda is to make sure that we help you understand ways at which you can be able to cut the cost of your construction. And you know what? I know many people who are in construction will talk of Darugo stones, many will talk about Mayamahu stones, and we have an alternative. At The Realtor, this is where we told you that we will not let go an opportunity that can save a coin from your side. Now, we have the pallets.
Yes.
Right. Tunaingiza ndani?
Hii machine.
Right.
We have a control panel over there. Hiyo ndio ina operate. Ukiweka the pallets here, ndio inavuta. Hii ndio inavuta. Inaenda kule mbele. So we go one moja.
The purpose for this is to hold okay.
To hold the
I got it right.
Yes.
Okay. So the pallets are in there. What happens in this complicated machine?
One, we have like a mixer.
Right.
Once the material goes into this cylinder, ina mix kidogo.
Right.
Then inakuwa pushed.
Okay.
We have a mold. Kuna mold pale. Hiyo ndio tunaweka the material.
Okay.
Then tuna compress using the mold.
Yes.
Then from there, if it's okay, nasonga mbele.
And maybe before you proceed, unlike the rest of our walk path, we have some materials here.
Okay.
From this machine or where from?
Yeah, from the machine, a little bit of inamwagika kidogo, then though we do take it to the...
So basically, this is a mixture we hand from the very beginning.
Yes.
This is a mixture of chippings and cement.
We have chipping, cement, and dust.
And dust.
Yes.
And you there, wait until we show you what you're gonna get from this and forget about, your traditional way of thinking. And my dear, The Realtor, we always tell you that opportunities are there, ways are there, and of course, means are there to make sure that you have the best, and especially the trading means of construction. This is the only place that you're gonna have this. This is not waste, it will be taken back to use. Why? Because this very machine is where we have it drop, and of course, anasemanga kichinjia kukosi ndamu. We proceed. So we have the pressing happening here.
Yeah.
And perhaps at what stage do we obtain the shapes and the models that maybe you may show us later?
We have the mold here. This will give you the shape of the block. We also have a different mold that will give you the cabro.
Okay.
Yes.
So still using this machine?
Yeah, the same machine, but the only thing that we do change is just the mold.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mold is where we obtain the shape.
Yes.
And it also determines whether it's hollow or block.
Or we call it either hollow block.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Or block.
Yeah.
I got it. Whichever. Now what happens from here?
From here.
Now we are done with molding.
Yeah, we are done with this. Then after we're done,
yes,
for the blocks, we have a small conveyor belt.
Right.
It pulls the blocks towards the end.
Right.
Then we have...
so this is just a passage, not much happening here.
Yes.
But I can see something, a brush like.
Yeah, a brush. On top of the blocks, there could be some few particles.
Okay.
We need to brush them off.
All right.
Ukizipeleka pale, ukiziekelea on top of the other.
Right.
Zikuwe
fine, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very fine. Na ikose kuvunjika. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So up to this point, we're talking of almost completing the process of getting our blocks. And at this particular time, we're told that they are brushed to make sure that the surfaces are not rough, both for placement, all for storage, at the same time for your safety. You know, you need, now that it is a manual process, you need also to mind the process of those who are handling the blocks. And at this particular point is where you have the brush, just to make sure it is smooth and soft. We are here. A lot of chains and pulleys.
Yeah. Hii ndio inachukua the block. Kitoka pale, kuja huku, kifika pale, hii ndio inachukua.
Okay.
Ndio ipeleke pale, iweke vizuri, then you have the forklift.
All right.
Then,
so despite being on the side, it's still what takes the material, the finished block.
yes.
Yeah.
All
right. Now taking it to the picking point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inasonga mbele kidogo, inarudi nyuma.
All right. Take us to what I can see. Amazing.
So this is the final product.
Right.
What we call the hollow blocks. We also have two-face. This is what we call the two-face.
Right.
It's hollow. Then we have another one, three-face.
Okay.
Mashimo, tatu. So here, this is what we have. From there to here, this is the final product. Yeah.
And perhaps for how long does it take the blocks to cure?
14 days. Yeah.
14 days?
Yeah.
All right.
14 days. The 15th day, then you can collect.
All right. And exactly we're talking of, you've said 14 days.
Yes, 14 days.
14 days. And we're talking about 14 days of curing. And when you talk about curing, it means now the material is ready for use. And at this particular time, maybe someone may ask, that short process, does it guarantee my quality, or does it guarantee the quality of this stuff?
Yes, it does guarantee the quality of the product that we will give you.
Sure.
Because before they leave the factory, they have to have fully cured.
Okay.
For the paving blocks, they have to take 21 days.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
For the
so let me have this one.
Sorry?
Are we talking these are cabro, right?
Yes.
Right. So this is not cured. These are done just a few minutes ago, and you're talking of a fully cured. It is fully all whole. A fully cured cabro here, or a product, one of the products that undergo the same process, and here we have it. And you know what? We're talking of strong. We're talking of quality assurance. And maybe you can tell us how many types do you have that ends up in this process?
We have for the hollow blocks, we have the two shape.
Right.
Three face. This is what we call
the two face. Okay.
The three face is haiko hapa, but we have another mold.
Right.
Then for the paving blocks, we have different shapes. This is the S shape. We have the quad. Then we have different thickness. We have the 60 and 80.
Right.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter the kind of shape that you want. They're going to make and custom make one for you, because this is a shape. If I got it right, because I don't want to leave anything unattended, we're talking of two. This is two what?
Two shape, two face.
Two face.
Yes.
You're talking of a double face or two face kind of a block. And where do you use this? So to ask.
This is used for the slab. Then we have a beam that is used together with the block.
Together with this one.
Yes.
And you're gonna take us there?
Yes.
All right.
We will.
Okay. So it's still as strong as this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're talking about this and this. Any other product?
We only have the beams, the blocks, and the paving blocks.
And the paving blocks.
Yes.
All right.
Then we have for the paving blocks, you have to use them maybe if it's a parking.
Right.
You have to use we call them channels, road cabs. Yeah.
And somebody, maybe I'm asking on behalf of thousands who are watching this, why should I consider using this instead of our traditional way of doing it? You know, we are used to other materials that are very common.
One of the advantages, it has so many advantages.
Right.
One, it is lighter. If you compare with the conventional slab,
right,
it's lighter.
Okay.
Second, it's soundproof.
Okay.
These hollow, hollow, we call it hollow.
Okay.
It will absorb any sound, any movement.
Right.
If you're building a flat, there are tenants who are very noisy.
Okay. So it's soundproof?
Yeah.
All right.
Another advantage, it is cost effective.
Right.
Yeah.
So it means it's slightly cheaper than
It's slightly cheaper if you compare with the conventional slab. Yeah, because one, you in terms of timber or what we call the framework.
Right.
Formwork, sorry.
Formwork, yeah.
It's fewer.
Okay.
If you compare.
Right.
With the other slab.
So
you don't have to use trappers. Just to mention the few
advantages.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. I believe you have your pen and paper because this is going to be more educative, especially when you get to know more about these two-faced kind of blocks, and among others that these people are producing. And you know what? At this particular time, my main aim, I believe, is halfway done. And it is to make sure that you are well informed. And you cannot imagine such a space. You know, just a few meters behind me to this very point is where we're going to have all these materials ready for your use. It is not complicated. It is not sophisticated. It is just simple, but assures our quality at any given time. Don't go away, because after this break, we're going to be back with more, and especially where and how to use these materials.
TV47, the home of untold stories.
Despite being visually impaired, he is a jack of all trades. It is our quest to find answers on how to take care of children with special needs and those with disability. You do not need to see musical notes to understand music, but rather to have your soul feel the vibe.
Actually, for us to make a wheelchair, we have to take measurements of the user.
After doing my assessment, I get to know the parent. I get to know the heaviness she's carrying.
Disability comes at different stages of life.
How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming, taste.
Yes, welcome back, and thank you for keeping it the realtor. And as I promised you, we're gonna get now hands-on onto the applicability of the whole process that you have seen coming up with these blocks or slabs, as you may call them. And you know what? I've been joined by a different guest who will be taking us through this process. She is the quality assurance manager, and she is here. Madam, welcome.
Thank you.
Can you say hi? Tell us who you are and where we are, of course.
Yeah. How are you, everyone? My name is Alice Mwangi, Beamtech Manufacturers. Mostly, I'm involved with the cover site.
Right.
Once the products are delivered to the site, I've got to go around to the sites and see that everything is going on well.
Right.
Yeah.
And before we went for the break, someone assured us that these slabs are indeed very, very strong. And I want you to confirm, because I'm standing on one, and I was almost fearing, but based on what I can feel and I can see, we are on a construction site. Tell us something small about how strong are these slabs.
Yeah, these products are very strong. We have the beams here and the blocks, and very strong.
Right.
That are KEBS certified. So before everything is delivered to the site after the production yard at the factory,
Right.
we have to give them 14 and 21 days to cure before they are delivered at the site.
Sure.
So everything is safe. Yes.
So we're talking of 14 to 21 days to cure, depending on
Yes.
weather or something.
Yeah.
Now, when we're talking about this, first things first, tell us, we saw the beams and we have also seen the slabs at production level.
Yes.
Kindly tell us, how do we go about applying them? Or rather using them?
Okay. So what we do, once a customer has confirmed about the order,
Sure.
the products are delivered at the site. So once the products are at the site, we have our guys who normally go to the site to ensure that everything is done to the specifications of the customer. Yes.
And now, tell our viewers, we have the beams and the slabs.
Yes.
How do we combine them?
Okay. What we do, we have the beams. First, you have to send the technician to the site.
Right.
Take measurements to take the measurements of the room. Then immediately the blocks and the beams at the site.
Sure.
That's normally what we do. That we have the beams and the blocks at the site.
Right.
So we have a technician there at the site who does that work.
Okay.
Yes.
So before maybe proceed, you provide your technicians, or I have to come with my fundis for the same?
You have your fundis.
Okay.
Yes, the customer has the fundis.
Right.
But we have our technician from the company.
Okay.
Yes.
And of course, when you talk about quality assurance, this is what we mean. They leave nothing to chances, because you can get it. They have, alongside the client, right?
Yes.
They have their own technicians to make sure that these things are in place.
Yes.
And from where I'm studying, I believe we are using your materials,
Yes,
or
we
your
are.
products,
Yes, yes.
right?
Yeah.
We're talking of combination of these two.
Yes.
Now, what determines what? The size of the slab and the size of the beam. What decides? What determines the sizes?
Okay, what we do, already we have the measurements of the rooms,
Right.
And once you bring the beams at the site, and we already know that this particular room will require this size of the beam and the blocks.
Okay.
Yes.
So in other words, you custom make depending on exactly what the client needs.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk now. We have the beams and the slabs at the site.
Yes.
There they are. And of course, even as we speak, we are starting on them.
Yes.
How do you go about combining these, and how easy is it?
Its installation is very easy.
Right.
Because if you check, we started this site today morning. It's already around 1 and we are already done with this. So there is a lot of saving on labor. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So and maybe we're talking of starting in the morning, and by 1 we're done. Approximately, what's the square meter here?
This is about 200. Yes.
200 square meter.
200
and
square
you've been
meters.
able to do this in half a day.
Yes.
per set.
For the beams and the blocks now.
Yes, wow, that sounds amazing. And when it comes to timeliness, and those who have done constructions, they understand Koroga, what time you need and what labor force you need to do, like where we are now, 200 square meters in half a day. This is magical. And imagine someone will be there and asking how firm this is gonna be. You know,
Yes.
how firm this is gonna be. You promised us it is very firm.
Yes,
right?
it is.
In terms of quality.
Yes.
Now, if the quality wise we good, kindly tell us what else comes with, what other good comes with this kind of formwork, kind of
Slab,
concrete works.
Yes, okay. Okay, what I can say is that there's a lot of saving with this type of a slab, because you see that there's an elimination of timber. Just a fewer plops required.
Right.
There's also elimination of soffit timber, because you find that nowadays timber is very expensive,
Right.
or even there is none at all. So once you have this type of a slab, you just need fewer plops to complete your work. Also, you don't need trappers in this type of a slab. So you see there is also a lot of saving in this. And if we check on the conventional way of doing the koroga, it's there's a lot of timber and trappers
Sure.
required. Yeah, you also find that when it comes to steel, you only use at the ring beam only.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
so timber, I mean, steel has really gone up nowadays.
Right.
But when it comes to this, you only have to use it on the ring beam only. Yeah, so it has a lot of advantage. There's a lot of saving on it.
Wow.
Yeah, there's about 40% on saving.
And you know, I was just about to ask on your behalf. I can see a lot of steel running across and about.
Yes.
Until now, you have answered this.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because I can only see like we have the ring, part of it
Yes.
steel.
Yeah.
The rest is beam and slabs.
Yes.
Now, let's come to electricity and plumbing works that
Yes.
go hand in hand with exactly the stage of construction that we are at today.
Yes.
Let's start with electricity. How easy is it, and how easy it is to do electricity?
With this type, it's very, very easy because you just need to drill on one block, and once you put your electric work there, you are done. Within a very short time, you are done. Very easy.
You know, why I'm asking this question is because, and the viewers can bear witness, is that anytime you're doing electricity at this stage,
Yes.
You have to run tubes and the
Yes.
pipes
Yeah.
beneath the steel works.
Yes.
At this particular time, you just have to. Where do you run these pipes?
You just land them on these the spaces left.
There's spaces between the
Between the blocks. That's where you run the pipes for for electric work.
And now for dropping is
For
where
dropping,
drill.
you just drill the block. Yeah, that's simple. Very
Okay.
easy. Yeah.
We are taking it step by step. Let's go to water.
When it comes to plumbing work, you just need to remove one block.
Right.
You just remove this block. Then you are left with one hole there. You just need to put a timber on top of beneath the block there. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to hold the.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Just
then
to hold
the
it.
refilling. How do you block back the space?
Okay. Once you are done with once you remove the block and you already inserted your the plumbing work, then when doing the koroga work, that will be sealed completely.
Right.
Yes.
If I've gotten this right, we're talking about saving on labor force. Number 2, we're saving on the materials used. Number 3, we are saving on time. And ultimately, we're going to know by how much or tentative percentage that we're going to be saving when it comes to use of this kind of materials. And madam, maybe you can tell us, I can see from where we are ready and we are set. We are done with slabs and the beams.
Yes.
What is the next stage after now we are done with the electricity, water, and now this kind of work?
Okay, once you are done with the electricity and plumbing, you need BLC.
Right.
BLC, the recommended one is size A142. And that one, plus, once you lay the BLC on top, that will help in holding the blocks and the beams together.
Right.
Then after that, you just need to do a concrete of 2 inches. And you see that one is 2 inches is very little compared to the conventional one that you do 6 inches.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having in mind that cement has become very expensive,
Sure.
with these 2 inches, so it's just a few bags of cement required.
So after we have done, you've said you first will lay
The BLC,
BRC.
yes, on top of the blocks now.
Yes.
Yes.
And that perhaps all the purpose.
The purpose of the BLC is to hold in the concrete and the blocks together.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then after that, we do a 2-inch.
2.5 is recommended.
2.5 is recommended.
Yes.
And mind you, under normal circumstances, the recommendation that engineers has on the normal, the conventional one, is 6. You said 6.
6, yeah.
6 inches. But now we are talking of doing way below that, and that koroga is everything when it comes to concrete works.
Yes.
So we're done with the 2.5 inches, and then from there,
From there, you just give it 14 to 21 days.
14 to 21.
Yes.
Days.
Yeah. If you are going up, you can just continue after that.
Okay.
Yeah. You're doing another floor on top.
Okay. So now that the place is ready for continuation.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And now this, when we talk about a place that is ready for continuation, if it was a flat roof, it is ready for occupancy, if I may say. If it is not, you are ready to do whatever thing you intended to do with this.
Yes.
But now someone will be asking about you know, we may not have the exact prices, but someone will be asking, now that this seems to be quite fast, efficient, money saving, cost saving, that is, how affordable is this in terms of, you know, mobilization and purchase? How affordable is it?
It's very easy, because basically what you do, once we get a client,
Right.
as I said earlier, we have our technicians who go to the site free of charge. We don't charge to come and give a quotation. Our technician will go to the site, take measurements, we give you a quotation. Once the customer decides that now we are good to go, so it's basically very easy, because our technician will still be visiting the site of the client to go check how they are doing the work there, at least to ensure that everything goes as expected.
And that's why today I'm talking to a quality assurance manager. We're going to assure you quality, because quality in everything is of essence. And now on tentative, and that's why I mentioned that we may not be able to say you'll save 10,000 or 1 million. On tentative percentage, what is your take as a manufacturer of this?
The saving on this, it's about 1,650 per square meter. Yeah.
So that translates to what percentage?
It's about 40% saving.
40%.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And that is all inclusive. When talking about a slab, I'm doing a conventional one. Another one is doing the same size using your products.
Yes.
One will save up to 40%.
Yeah, that's a saving of 40%.
What's your recommendation to anyone who is watching and is wondering, maybe how can I start this? How can I start my construction? I don't have this kind of money. What's your take?
It's very easy. Basically, what you need to do, you can just give us a call. We, as I said earlier, we have our technicians. We have 7. We can just send them to the site and come and take measurements. Yes. The other thing we do is that if you have your plan, you just need to send to us. We can give an estimate of how much you can use on that construction. Yeah.
All right. And when do you charge for the quotations?
No, we don't.
Right.
We don't.
For site visits, you don't charge.
You also don't charge. Yeah.
All right.
We don't.
Thank you very much for keeping it here once again. And I want to say that what you needed to know, you know. And if there's something, could there be anything that you have not gotten right, we still have an opportunity for you, because we have got an interactive page on Facebook. That is the Realtor TV 47. And also the Facebook page, as mentioned earlier, you're going to have any question that you would want answered.